Ooh, b5, folks. b5 is the big move here. This is such a beauty. Does anyone know this motif? Hello, Trejo, Louis Fetrejo. Do you know b5, my friend? Do you know b5 in this position? I just decided to play a quick rapid game before I start the lecture. Today's lecture is going to be an absolute banger. Oh, Queen's Gambit is incoming, baby. But it's going to be White's perspective, remember that. So we are going to absolutely slaughter the Queen's Gambit. This is the idea. And now the king is stuck in the middle too. If knight c3, we would have taken the thing and then we're golden. Now, I'm very reluctant to pull it back here because that's for the bishop. But this is the only move that ensures that they can't castle. So, yeah. c3 seems to fall for this. No, the title is not right, Courtney, because that was yesterday. So, you have got some stuff to catch up on, young lady. But at least you reminded me to update the title. Brazy, how are you going, man? Sorry, Courtney, to rain on your parade, but yeah. The Milner Barry was yesterday. So penetration is a valid idea because you're hitting this pawn as well. Yeah, unfortunately, this guy is really getting murdered. Now, there is no hurry on taking this. What we want to do now is to centralize our pieces because then we can go check and check. If the queen blocks, that is. Okay, so now we are also aware of the fact that this has been opened up, right? So we can do now knight f3 check and pick off the bishop, for example. Yeah, let's do that. And we're gonna pull the bishop back to d4 just to double down on the you are not castling in this game, bruv concept. That being said, bishop c3 might have been an interesting move too. Do we want to take this now? If queen takes... Yeah, the Queen's Gambit decline is coming, ladies, very soon. And today is gonna be an absolute banger. Sorry, Courtney, to be the bringer of bad news, but, you know. Why am I only one pawn up? I thought I was two. I'm upset. Oh, I missed that idea. That's a bit annoying. White, of course, Mr. Tikari. White, the correct side, brother. So we are gonna have a look at some really, really cool stuff here. Wait, I'm actually digging my own grave here like an idiot. Yeah, I lost focus here. We'll blame it on Courtney, but the reality is that I'm just playing dog shit. Good morning indeed. Okay, knight b3. Let's pull this guy back here. Is he gonna come in here? Okay, that looks to me like a baddie. Yeah, he just walked into a big fat pin. Now we are winning again very, very clearly. Or so I thought. Oh, this is a cheeky move because now we're threatening f5. Is it a good move though? That's another matter altogether, right? Okay, now he walked into this, but then king c4. Huh. Rook f5. Yeah, let's go. Let's complicate. It's alright, buddy. You are welcome to take offense. You know. It's all good. It's all good. But the fact of the matter is that you should be playing Slav, not Queen's Gambit declined if you are playing this on... This guy became very tenacious. Why is he playing so well now? I'm pissed off. Yeah, look. Facts are facts. But yeah, of course, it's a classic great opening. Okay, finally, a blunderino. Finally, a blunderino. What about if I go full on jerk and I don't even allow them to take a7? Backsies, takesies, takesies. Okay, what do we do now? Whoa!
Yo, dog.
Oh, Fat Belly! Hello, hello. How's it going, man? How's it going? Good to have you on board, buddy. The good news, Fat Belly, is that we are going to have an incredible lecture to be kicking off in about 5 minutes. The bad news for you is that it's going to feature an opening that you don't play. The second good news is that despite the fact you don't play it, you're going to love it. You can cut off the b file with bishop b5 and then just go after the pawn. And that probably is going to be the moment when he realizes that resignation is long overdue. Yeah, you will love it. You will love it. I promise you. This is the grape jelly gambit. I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but yes. Oh, Tindy! Finally, the bro shows up to work. Oh, wow. Ain't that funny? Hello, ladies, indeed. How's it going, brother? How is it going? How many students do you have who you remember all their openings? I remember the openings of every single student I have. No fail. If I didn't, I would suck at my job. And do you know one thing that I don't suck at? My job. Ooh, that's awesome! Awesome! Check this out. What a mate. King f7. Oh, e6 check, king g8, and rook h5 mate is unstoppable. Hello! Hello, checkmate. Oh man, this is dirt. This is dirty. Book. Oh, you've been sick. Oh no. Get well, brother. Hello, Pranay. How are you going, man? Oh, this lifted my spirits already. Hopefully Tindy's too. Matutski friend. Woo! Maturtsky. Was that sexy or was that sexy? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to kick off our lecture with a game that I played about 20 minutes ago. And actually that was the game that made me want to have a look. What is IRI? In real... I don't know what you mean, Knife Party, but I have got about 10 private... Hello, Happy Gilmore. Hello, Kika. Hello, Jeff. So yeah, this game was played about 20 minutes ago online between me and my opponent. It was actually a... excuse me, a CM or an FM even. FM. But I don't have the names on the board because I logged out and then back in and logged out again. So yeah, anyway. So the topic of discussion for today is going to be this fascinating line that I recommend in my Chessable course. So if you are a D4, this is what you want to do, friends. Don't go bishop g5, go bishop f4, play e3, take c5, play queen c2, play a3. I messed up the move order here, and this is basically the starting point of theory. But as you can see, we are already set for fun, because we have got opposite side castle kings, which is an ultimate sign of having surplus of testosterone in your body, which is the ultimate source of happiness and joy. Yeah, in real life. Like what? The online students are not in real life? That's why I was so confused about your question. Yep, so, move recommendations, please, for white here, ladies and gentlemen. How would you play this? This is still theory, but I'm curious to see how you would guys proceed. High T moves only. Tikari remembers his own theory, my good student. Indeed, h4 is the move, people. h4, a6. What do we do now? If you are new to YouTube or to my stream on YouTube, brother, please press the subscribe button. Happy Gilmore, I would recommend you to watch my YouTube channel a little bit more frequently than you do. check out my video titled How to Avoid Burnout in Chess. That's what I would do if I were you. You want g4. It's a bad move, but with the right intention. The problem with g4 is that it's too slow. And we get beaten to the rush. Because now g5 can be met with knight d5. And bishop c4 rips into us with b5, b4. So no, g4 is too slow. Don't do it. Right, well, follow it then, brother. Follow it. Also, if you would like to, after this lecture, I would be very happy to look at your games and tell you what to do. No, h5 is no point to it, guys. Like, the thing is, you need to start actually calculating here, because we are threatened to be ripped apart with take, and then b5, b4. So unless we do something really, really powerful here, it's gonna get ugly real quick. Galdor, how are you going, man? Michael Orion, welcome in, brother. CD is met by... I don't even know, to be honest. Chessbone, welcome in. Yeah, if CD, I think I can take with Ida, but maybe E. Yeah, ED, according to the machine. Nah, there is a better move here, ladies, than that. Yes, Mamu, you can. Tindy is going to give you the conditions of game analysis, mostly because I forgot it myself. The move is knight g5, guys. And you are more than welcome to ignore the engine's stupid comment here. The idea is that now we are threatening to take, and kick the knight and mate. And if they take, we can now take back. And after b5, which is a really bad move, it's time to bring out the big weapons. Checkmate does end the game. Has Tindy already fallen asleep? 15 super chat. Okay, there we go. I was wondering if my favorite mod is already resigning or begging for pay rise. Nah, come on. Bishop a2 is a criminal activity here. Absolutely not a chance. No, high T moves only, people. High T moves only. High T moves only. If your bishop is hanging and you move your bishop, that means that you suck at chess. We don't want people to suck at chess. If your bishop is hanging, do something else. Knife party came in strong. The only move is knight e4. Pranay, queen h7 is hanging, buddy. Knight e4. This is the move, guys. And now we are threatening take and mate. And it's not that easy to stop. In fact, it's very difficult to stop. Of course, the other point is that after take, we've got a double attack going. So now it has backfired very badly on black that they played b5. They played the most natural move, which was g6. And here I found the winning idea, but I played it out in the wrong order. I'm very curious what you would play here, guys. Mr. Alexander Zoo is already yelling at me the correct solution. But I did the same thing with a different move order, sir. Yeah. Right, so what we did here was that we took this, they took back, and here I made a move that I thought was genius, but unfortunately it's inaccurate. So what I played here was that I played h5. And this is a blunder. What I had overlooked completely was bishop takes. And after bishop takes, pawn takes, not only did I lose the piece for nothing, but my second piece is on prey too. What I needed to do instead, of course, was knight takes h7 first, king takes, and then h5. And this is now carnage. Having said that, we are going to transpose into exactly this line, which is quite ironic. So I played h5 in the game because I'm an idiot. Oh no, actually better still, I played h5 here. So I didn't quite blunder the house. I played h5 here. So I did the lesser of the evils. Yeah, I didn't blunder a piece. And this one actually retains advantage for white. So I was not a complete idiot, just a medium. And my opponent fell for everything by taking on c4. And now we are back. We are back, baby. However, I have a question for you folks. What is the winning line here for white? What is the winning line? You need to find two defensive ideas for black, and you need to then refute them. Don't type in a single move. You need to see the whole sequence. Single moves will be sent away. This is a really fascinating line with a very cool twist in the end. Not very long, but you need to see it clearly. And I'm happy to tell you that g7 is the first move, it's obvious. But we need to cover two defensive ideas for black. And I don't want to give away what those are, because part of the most important chess skill in attacking is to be able to find the defenses of the opponent. Correct, queen f5 is one of the problems. The main one. No. I just told you, g7 is the beginning, not the end. If it looks like a single move problem, then you are the problem. Hello, sir. Can't read, unfortunately, Cyrillic, but a warm welcome to you. No one is coming in with lines. Okay, I am depressed. I am officially depressed. What is black's best move after G7, folks? No, we're not accepting challenges. We are running a lecture, friend. Dude, I played this 20 minutes ago. It was a Blitz game 20 minutes ago. Yeah, G7, Queen F5, E4 loses to every single black move, but Queen F4 most notably. Were you an IM when you play? If I was an IM 20 minutes ago, then yes. Oh, man. The question of the day. Can you please stop typing in buddy in Cyrillic? Because it's an English chat and no one understands what you're saying. And no one wants to spend half of our time on Google Translate so that we can include you in the chat. Okay, it feels like everyone is sleeping, guys. Bishop h6, but bro, that's hanging like, no. G7, Queen F5, Bishop h6, I take a queen, I take the pawn and we resign, yeah? I don't know what you were calculating, but it's wrong. Fat Buddy, we already agreed that G7 is the first move, and after Queen F5 we're trying to find the forced win. Queen E2, Bishop G7, we resign, yeah? I'm really amazed by the fact that you all guys know that the mantra is checks, captures, and threats, and yet we're not doing it. We are not doing it. After Queen C4, you need to find a move for black. I'm happy to help you out. Bishop here. I think we're very close to dead loss there with white because of subsequent Rook C8. Wow! This is one of the easiest questions I asked and everyone is failing. I have to give it away because otherwise it's gonna be too tedious to watch for everyone else. So after G7, Queen F5, guys, checks, captures, threats. Yeah, take, and Rook D6, double attack, wins the exchange, game over. In all honesty, this wasn't difficult, was it? The big trap here is that once you start seeing a game that has all these sexy sacrifices and, you know, going after the king, people tend to tunnel vision of, oh, it has to be made, it has to be made, it has to be made. No, it doesn't. Optimally, it would be good if it were, but you just can't force it, man. It's, you know, attacking in chess is like farting. You have to be careful because if you force it, it might turn out to be poo. So yeah, just be very careful and calculate everything thoroughly, because sometimes trading a queen can just lead you to a double attack like this, and there you go. Done. No, Mr. Castillo, it is not, mate. It is an ultimate way to fail. So, yeah. This is how we went. Take rook d6, and the rest was just a very plain mop-up of bang, bang, bang. We regroup the bishop. Okay, what's white's best here? No, actually, sorry. What's white's best in this position? Why, Courtney? Ladies don't have that problem that when you force a fight, it might turn out to be a little bit worse. How is that unique to men? I don't get that. I see. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rook d1 is a very subtle way to plunder a rook. I don't recommend. Let's go again. That's it. Rook c5, and there is absolutely nothing to be done against rook d1, and they are going to lose even more material. Very good. Very good. So that was our warm-up exercise into this whole shindig. The next one is going to be an absolute brutal carnage, but I think it's fun to see. So let's go again. This is the low T line that Gurevich is playing. My course recommendation is the h4 knight g5 line as per seen. Take, king b1. What's wrong with rook d5 here, ladies? Just a quick tactic check to see if everyone is paying attention. Yes, correct. So rook d5 loses to bishop e3 and the rook is gone. Outstanding. What do you mean? That is what I would have played. What, cd? Why would you do that? That's so lame. No, I don't believe that. King b1, bishop e7, and I want you to play the game for white again. What would we do here? No winning, just good moves, please. h4, very good. That's it, h4. Let's get ready for knight g5. Let's get ready to roll. To rumble. Okay, bishop g4. Oh, Jeff! Shout out to the man himself. Legend status is added to Jeff, who chucked at us a 5 Baccarino super chat. Very good. So what was the reason why we played h4 again? Remind me. Of course, knight g5. So why wouldn't we play knight g5? Yeah, exactly. That has to be the way to go. Now, if bishop takes, which is terrible, then we take back and we have got a mate threat and an open h file, yeah? So they play g6 instead. We play now f3, which also conveniently deals with bishop f5, because then we have e4. Or bishop d3 actually is probably even better. Sorry, ignore that. Yeah, no, bishop d3, bishop f5 is definitely meant by bishop d3. Yeah, played, in fact. Okay, your move, ladies. Your move, ladies. No, it's alright. Developing moves are developing moves. Yep, h5, very good. Very good. d4 played. They are trying to hit us here. We need to be precise here. Don't pull the trigger on the first move that looks sexy. Be precise. Meat on the table. Chess for fun, chess for blood. Really like your style. Wow. Bloody hell. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Meat on the table is our new hero. Shout out to you, bruv. Well done, thank you. In fact, that is payment enough for both of you, by the way, for a game analysis, if you would like that. Now, funnily enough, everyone is yelling at me, knight takes h7, but this is actually a blunder, which is why I told you to be very, very careful, because when you take this, you're not assuming king takes. If you are not playing this game. Your opponent's last move was d4. Surely you reckon with de. And that's it. We can quit the game, because once the queen moves, rook takes, you have to take back, and after king takes, we've got nothing. So this is why I told you, don't pull the trigger on the first move that you see that looks sexy. Because there is many of them. You can take this, you can take that, you can take that. Apparently knight f7 also though is insufficient because of rook takes, rook here. And takes and umbrella pawn. But this is a mess, right? So this you wouldn't be upset about if this is how the game went. But we have something much, much, much better. Some of you people are saying knight e6. What the hell is this? Like, isn't it hanging for free? What? Hello? Like, take, and we resign, yeah? Told you, you need to be precise, folks. Precision, precision all the way. Just because we have a check, it doesn't mean we won the game. It's -5 now. It's all fine and dandy to want to attack, but one of the greatest beauty of being a good attacker is to find your opponent's defensive sources and determine your best course of action based on that. And so if you had done your homework, then you would have found out that the only winning move here is in fact HG. Thank you for the praises, Startling Chess and Meat on the Table. Be sure to check out my regular YouTube videos where I do a lot more of these. Oh, speaking of which, I just released a very cool speedrun video this morning. You should check it out because most of you would struggle against that stuff that I played against there. So what's happening here, guys, after bishop takes? Wasn't played, but let's see. What is the way to move on from here on out with the attack? I have got g7, I have got gf7, and I have got rook takes h7. One of these is correct. g7 is probably good for a draw after king takes, but that's it. And as a matter of fact, queen h7 here is a blunder. Now black is winning. Your only move here is b4, which literally no one would ever find. No one. So, yeah, g7, no go. The correct move is rook takes h7. And the way how you find this is because it carries a threat of check, check, and mate. And so knight e7 is forced to cover the g6 square. And now after take, the surprising rook h5 wins. Although even here, we need to see this not so simple move to disconnect the queen from the bishop. Very, very tricky stuff. Yeah, cool motive indeed, yes. The game continuation was take, and now I need to go and grab a bite quickly. I realized that I sat down without any energy in me. I will run out for 25 seconds. In that time, I want a conclusive line. White to move, be sexy. Let's go. Jeff, what is your rating? Yeah, 96. Indeed, played. I'm sure that you all calculated rook d5. Didn't you? If you are 1600 rapid, then quite a bit of this should be graspable. Dude, knight on e6 is screaming obvious. It can't be captured because it's mate in 1. For example, that is easily gettable on 1600 level. Sir, out of subject, but I really wanted to tell that thanks to your calculation training streams, I yesterday won 2 training games with amazing tactics on leeches. Shout out to you, brother. Well done. If you are 300, then most of this is probably tough. So after rook d5, what do we play? Obviously you can take f8, but that means the end of the attack, and that's a little bit upsetting as far as I'm concerned. No. Knight takes is getting captured by the bishop friend. And then the bishop gets relocated on g7. It is winning, but there is something much better here. Lance, no, I do not have any tips because I know absolutely nothing about you, buddy. But in general, my recommendation for people before tournaments is to briefly brush up on your openings and do a lot of calculating exercises. That's it. Maybe bishop h6. No. That would be counterproductive because you're attacking a piece that is already under attack. You need to play for mate, folks. Mate. You want mate. And guy with no skills is coming in strong. Rook h6. That is high T move. Because now we are threatening to take and mate. I'm not being a douchebag, Lance. It's simply I don't know anything about you. I don't know your rating. I don't know your chess experience. I don't know your strength. So, yeah. Rook f5. Trying to interpose. Was rook h8 playable? It depends on how you define playable. Is it legal? Yes. Is it terrible? Also yes. What is the point of this, sir? With respect, I don't understand. I never understand why people want to sack a rook here only to put a new rook here. Like, what's the point of that? I never understood when people try to do stuff like this. Like, you just did the same thing, but we have one rook less. What's the point? Yeah, there is no such thing in chess as general advice. Which is why I'm reluctant to give any. Yeah. So yeah, rook h6 best, rook f5, and now the general advice is to sharpen up your tactics. There you go. Yeah, the d-rook is stronger. Yeah, g4. This is it, guys. Well done, Samuel. You make me hungry. I crave for peanut butter jelly sandwich now. Well, what I ate was not peanut. Was it? Nor was it sandwich. Yeah, g4. Rook f6. Knight back to g5. So now we didn't win any material, but we managed to assemble all of our pieces on the king side. Yeah, proper openings. You don't learn pro-red shite. Start playing 1e4 and just learn it as it comes. Avoid the cheap, quick, corny, oh, you just need to learn this one opening and you will be successful BS, and then you will be golden. By the way, on that note, on chessable, I have got a beginner opening repertoire for white. So that would be interesting for you. Alright. Surely it's rook h1, you would think, right? Oh, that is so cool. I think I know what's wrong with this. What's wrong with this, guys? Sacking the queen. That's correct, Knife Party. It always looks to the outside observer that successful attacks are just randomly thrown pieces and somehow it works out in the end. No, that's not how it works. It's all calculated. Or most of it is anyway. Yeah, I thought queen e1 too, but then I just take it, you take it, and then I go back, so that doesn't quite cover it. It's rook f4. Rook f4, vacating a square for the king. The irony is that according to the engine, queen e2 is still winning for us. But let's not go into this because the much simpler queen takes d4 is just winning the house. Sometimes easy does it, guys. Sometimes easy does it. Mark, your work, send it, buddy. Send it. Take what's played. Take. And yeah, the rest is carnage. I mean, white is up in exchange and a pawn and we're still attacking. As a matter of fact, white missed the fastest, sexiest win. They played queen d4, which is what I would have played too. But it turns out that rook g6 was already forcingly winning. Here. Take, check, here, check. You take the rook, you take the knight. It's all over. They played queen d4. And then, yeah, the rest is just absolute mop up. Yeah, it's irrelevant. It's mate now. Knight f5 and it's all over. Okay. Okay. The next one is gonna be absolutely crazy. This is just so wild. I don't know how sound it was, but I'm very curious to see this. Okay, same opening. But white, he plays the knight d2 variation, which is the more positional way to go about business. Actually, sorry, it's forced here because they haven't played bishop e7. So the threat now is knight b3. They go back, you go knight b3. They go back to b6, and now they block the path of the pawn. What do we do? Milo, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, 300 levels should learn a lot of opening principles while learning openings. That's the only way to learn openings on low level. That you learn your opening principles through openings. That was the only square it could go to, so yeah. Well, offer moves, please. Pro red, that's perfectly good enough. Oh, you're going to Sardinia for a chess festival. Bloody hell, that's awesome, man. Happy for you. Very happy for you. Happy, hey, hey. Oh, wow. My Cyrillic name friend has my CPR course. What a legend. Well done. Well done. No, 984. Oh, sorry, wrong board. Sheesh, wait, what am I doing? No, sorry. Why didn't you tell me I was in the wrong board? No. We want to still do stuff here. Yeah, I know. Sorry. So we went G4. G4. That's fair, ProRed. You need to decide what you want and how much time and money you want to invest, right? So G4 played. It was taken. Rook G1. 95. Yeah, white went absolutely Burko in this game. It's not exactly sound, but holy hell is it high T. What do we do here? Why not the other rock? Good question, because we hope to utilize the H pawn. Gary the G pawn, yeah. So, okay, bishop h6 played, knight g6, and now we understand why the rook stayed here. That's why. That is the why, ladies. Take h5. A really enterprising attack. According to the engine, completely unsound, but I love it. It's so good to watch these open files just to come to life, and the Black King is feeling the heat. Yeah, 95 played. What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, I actually think that I need to change the YouTube settings so that the chat is not that delayed. I don't know why that is. No, let's just take. And after knight c4, now we are in the driving seat. This was a blunder. Okay, let's practice tactics. Which capture on g6 is correct, and what is the mating line? Or the winning line, rather, I should say. The rook, yes, but which one? It's actually very important. Does rook takes g6 work? No, because rook takes g6 is not a legal move. You need to specify which rook. Do you want this or this? Yeah, rook g6 is the better one. Because now after this, we have got a mate to with check and then mate. And so king f7 is forced. And now we take this. And now we have the double rooks on the 7th rank. This is brutal. Who can find a mate in 4 here? Beautiful mate. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely lovely mate. Well done, guy with no skills. That's it. Check. Check. And Matutsky. Very nice. Very nice. So they took this. We took. And they played f5. We took. They played king h8. And now I need another sexy move. Daria, you don't know the coordinates on the chessboard. It's very easy. It goes from A to H, 1 to 8. Easy. Rook g8 gets captured, I'm afraid. Take king takes. I don't see why you would do that. That's not a good idea. Knight e5 is a good idea, which gloriously exploits a sideways pin. Booyah, baby. I mean, how good was that? You know what Black did here? Black's next move was resigns. Queen d8 is probably best. And you just take, and it's all over. Material is level and the black king is non-existent. One of the coolest mate motifs in these types of positions is something like this. And then you promote the rook. And that's a double checkmate. That guy sucks. You mean the 2440 dude? It's easy to say they suck when you see a game where they lose, my friend, but yeah. Okay, one more. One more. Let me see. Okay, we could do this, or we could do this. Oh, this is actually my line from the course. Oh, hello. This is actually my line, guys, from my course. Move for move. That's awesome. So I will zip it all the way to theory. Oh, actually, it's not quite the same. Because bishop e2 has been inserted in my line. That is not the move. So here, there's only one move for white that allows us to continue the attack. And it's quite an unusual idea. Hello, governor. What? Don't know who governor is. By the way, the guy wanted me to have a look at his games. He hasn't submitted anything. Jeff Bass. Okay, knight f7, but what's the follow-up move, buddy? Knight f7 is seducing. You mean tempting? Alright, we put this together. So the idea is take, and if king takes, we go g5. We need to rip into the position, yeah? And we need to attack stuff at the same time. They played rook d1, and queen f5. Now this is a party pooper move, and you will probably be upset about the fact that the queens will come off just before the attack. But just before the attack could even start. But that's not the case. The fun actually begins once the queens come off. It's like clothes. Check. And now it is time for us to start thinking about how to have fun. I would prefer lines rather than moves. Tindy is on the money. My friend Tindy is on the money. Check. Now if the king hides, then there's a very surprising follow-up. No, it doesn't. I would definitely call it an endgame. I mean, I think it's pointless to try to give it a definition. This is your move. Just to demonstrate how beautiful chess can be, that we can play it on both sides of the board. And after b5, knight b6, rook here, we win. So they took. Now, who can see the mate? It's a forced mate in 6 moves. Challenge is on, baby. Yeah, knight a4 is a curveball. Yeah, you wouldn't have expected that. Yeah, the knight a4 curveball was not easy to predict. But now we need mate. Not quite, Fat Belly, if you know what you're doing. There are lots of problematic lines for white here too. G6 to block? No, they do not. Good question. And we shall answer it. What's wrong with G6 here, ladies? I'll show you because it's ridiculously difficult. F3. And basically, after a nondescript move, you go check. And who can see the mate idea here? It's absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. Knight e2 double exclam, says Alan Chess, and knight g3 mate is unstoppable. It is correct, but I find this way even sexier, and knight f6 mate is unstoppable. Why would you go backwards when you can go forward? That is an absolute banger of a checkmate. So king g4. Check was played. This is one move slower than the fastest. Now let's see if we can find a mate. Knight e1 is low T because then I have got various escape routes. Bishop d5, I take f2. No, he didn't. F3 was the fastest mate. So he played a bishop d5. Check here, here. And after knight b1, black resigned. So the mate threat now is knight d2, bishop g3, yeah? We can attempt stopping it from here. And what is the mate formation here that white can force? What is the move that we are after? Yeah, bishop f3. I would prefer bishop c4 actually, because that creates two different mate threats. Knight f3 and rook e2, yeah? Yeah, Tindy, that's a good analogy. Yes, the Wei Yi Bruzon game was similar. Yeah. G5 and Matursky. So good. So good. All right, ladies. Let's shoot for the 26 hundo blitz. No. Shh. No, I don't want this now. Let's shoot for that blitz 26 hundo. Oh, that was a mouse slip. Oh no. Okay. This is a King's Indian attack where you are supposed to checkmate the living hell out of your opponent's face. Oh, sorry. Wrong cut. There you go. I think there is a move like c4 here. The idea was to provoke this so that we can get a knight on e4. Also now it's, yeah, badly discouraged to castle here because of b4 breaks. Can be very obnoxious. I forgot about this. h5. And then I can go g4, but I don't know if I want to do that. I was thinking about sacking a pawn here with knight e4, g4. Take, knight. Can I go knight d6, take, gf? No, shit. So can I go knight e4, g4, take, knight h2, knight e5, knight g4? Knight takes f5, queen g7. Okay. Yeah, I want to do this. This might be dog shit. But it might be a lot of fun too. I don't know how much I like the fact that I opened that onto myself. But it's okay. This pin is annoying as hell though. Maybe he will take with the queen, but then bishop here. Yeah, I don't really think that there is a chance that we get mated here. In fact, I really like this position for white the more I look at it. Yeah, I think this is a blunder. I'm thinking if the queen moves away, I might have queen f3, and I don't see how they stop the check and the mate. That's actually amazing. Maybe I already had queen f3 here. This might have been a winning move, and I just played too fast. Yeah. I botched it because now I'm allowing him to trade queens. I mean, screw it, we'll do it, but yeah. This was not smart by me. Is bishop d6 any good? Bishop e4, not really. Knight d6 takes. Yeah, so what he wants to do is put the rook here f5, and when I move the knight, rook h1 mate. It's pretty kindergarten stuff. Okay, let's go. I really regret that I missed queen f3 there, though. That would have been a spectacular win, and a very unexpected one, too. Yeah, I don't think it does anything. In fact, now I can even play f3 if I want to. Yeah, let's go here. And then g4. Yeah, this queen f3, man. This is so bugging me. This move would have been so epic with knight check and mate. I don't know how they can stop it. Maybe queen back, but then... Yeah, that was a huge miss. I so regret that I missed that. I really, really do. This guy wants to trap my bishop. That's not nice. In my usual fashion, I'm botching this game due to time issues. Now I've got rook b7 f4 threatened. That's pretty sexy. Hello? I take it, I guess. Unfortunately, we are going to flag in this game because I was dicking around for too long. But overall, it is an acceptable defeat because on the board we were doing decently well. He's gonna have to play f4, I reckon. And then we'll have a very long evacuation process here happening. Oh, piss off! Oh my god, that was so lame. We should have won that, actually. We should have won that. Okay, back to my favorite piece for Tindy. This h4 line here is absolute bananas. And I don't remember it at all. So this is a recipe for disaster. Okay, I actually do remember this. It's e4, knight f6. It is e4, knight f6. How am I so calm with 17 seconds? Well, it's easy to be calm because I lost the game, right? So there was no credit in being calm. I failed for all intents and purposes. I don't remember how to hold this. Boy, what is the move here? Is it queen d4 maybe? Let's assume. The idea is that you want to piss off with the rook so that when they take f6 you can retake with the pawn. And then there is no mate here because we vacated the f8 square. But that doesn't stop this whole shimmerzolid to be playing with fire. Like, to play this in Blitz without, you know, very thorough prep is absolute insanity. This may be a mistake, I don't know. Looks good, but I don't know. Like, the fact that I'm calm here is a lot more surprising than the 17 seconds Because I hate to lose on the board a lot more than losing on time. That doesn't really faze me. But when the game is on and you are in the groove of... Ooh. This doesn't look good, brother. I don't know what he's cooking here, but it looks sus. Oh, wait. Okay, I need to be... Yeah, okay, so what it does, what he wants is that after rook takes, he has got check, pawn takes, check, king here, and bishop check. And technically I have king e8, but no, we don't want that. Okay. That is a bit sucky. So I need to play a5, I think. But then he can take f6 twice. So do I take this? That feels counterintuitive. Bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. No, that can't be right. And we might be screwed here, guys. Queen b6? Yeah, Queen b6 is the only move I can see that doesn't lose on the spot, I think. But that makes my... This check move was dumb as hell. Either I needed to pin. Yeah, pin was the move. I totally overlooked the fact that I thought I could take and then the pin would do something. I will show you this afterward. It was very interesting. I think, yeah, rook f8 would have been totally fine. And then after king b1, I can sack an exchange if need be. Yeah, there were multiple exits there that were safe. Because now, for example, if I had had the rook here, I would be always threatening to take and take. As is, I can never take this because of the mate down here. But rook d3 is a very annoying threat now with rook takes c3, so he has to be somewhat careful. Okay. Shit. I love it when I want to grab a piece and instead I grab the edge of the board. That's a good move. Fuck me! No! How could I lose this on time, man? Like, oh my god. That was 2 out of 2 that we played so well. Man, do I hate life. That was sad. That was really sad. The hell was A5? Okay. Yeah, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That really did hurt. Cause I defended that so well. That was very clean defense. Jesus wept. Queen d7. What? What is the bossman doing? I have no idea what's cooking here. Yeah, that was very unfortunate because I defended him like an absolute champ. This looks a bit annoying, doesn't it? Oh, king. Wait, he here. Is that a thing? Take knight f3, king, he take. He loses an exchange there. I also have king g2 after knight here. That's actually an epic motif. Look at that. 95 king g2 and the queen has nowhere to go. That is hilarious. What? Hello? I mean, I could go f4 as well. Knight d3. Yeah, let's just go here. Yeah, he's definitely taking being Ukrainian very seriously. We're going to chuck a knight on e6, rook e6. Yeah, I don't think it's good, but I can't resist it. This has to go in there, right? Like, if you don't play this move, then why are you playing this Blitz game? That's basically the essence of what's going on here. And I'm thinking that we're going to go this way. Although this seems to be the sensible choice. But who said that we were sensible? Yeah, that piece concentration is pretty impressive, I would say. He's gonna play c4 next. He is going to resign next. This game was pretty neat, guys. This game was pretty neat. It's a shame that I did it to a Ukrainian friend, but hey. Oh, yes. Wait, actually, let me check this first. And then let me take this. Really? This is probably the dumbest way to do this, but it does the job and I want to be out of this game. In terms of time and, you know. Now, I don't know how to say this politely. I don't think there is a way to say this politely. But I don't really appreciate when people play positions like this on the hope that I'm gonna flag. It's just, to me, that's not the point of playing Blitz. But to most people, that is exactly the point of playing Blitz. Is that no matter how dead you are, you keep on playing because you can flag the opponent. And admittedly, I am guilty of that every now and then, but as a general concept, I don't like it. So now we have this. This is a very common idea. And then this, and then this. And I think c5 is good to go already here. c5 take. Yeah, it is. It is good to go. It's very important that you bite into the center in these pawnless scenarios like this. When you have no pawn in the center, it's very, very important to get in there as soon as you can. The idea is that after dc, queen a5, there is no convenient way to defend the pawn. Now I could go knight c6, d5, knight d4. I don't like that. I could go knight d7, or I can just take. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly pretty. The old Benoni is a piece of poo. Don't do it. Play modern Benoni, which is infinitely better. That's what I think. Now, I know that it does look desperate. And it is because it is desperate, but we need to trade a little bit so that I can develop. And now we're good. There's no penetration here. Rooks come off. Okay, let's trade one pair of these bad boys. And then let's go here. And then let's go here, and now we want to do this. And it doesn't have anything against it. Now he's losing the game. Good morning! No, he asked me the old Benoni. Brother, aren't you risk it for the biscuit here? Rook. Oh my god, like... Oh, I hate that when it happens. Rook d8 seems to be very, very good, no? Check, king up. You take, I take. You stop the back rank, and I take your pawns. Oh no, he has 91 king f1. Sheesh. Okay, then we have to do this. Okay, now here, take is good. What? Okay, I don't think I saw that. Yeah, this is likely gonna be a draw now. Because I can't make this work because of rook here. Although rook d6. Nah, let's just be sensible about life. I miss this a little bit. But I think we're totally fine here. Oh my god! Ah! I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. Jeez Louise. I just cannot believe I did that. I just hung a pawn for nothing. Oh, man. Don't tell anyone that you saw me doing that. This is a bad move, by the way. That came a bit too soon. Okay, this way it's actually playable. Now that way it's not good. How is this guy 2600? Brav, what are you doing? Hello? What? Really? Actually, we are doing this? Hello? For the record, in case you're wondering what's going on, I misplayed this. There was a lot more in it than what we got out of this. I don't... Yeah, maybe I needed to play after... Yeah, I know what I should have done. In this position, I needed to play bishop g5, bishop f6, and it's completely winning. Knight g5, knight here. What the heck? Man, like, when I miss stuff like this, I just don't know what's wrong with me. Honestly, like, what the hell, bro? That was a shocker. Did you guys see that? Like in this position, I just go bishop g5 and bishop f6 and knight g5 and take h7 and I have a queen. Please do not play like I am. You're losing that game anyway. No, I wasn't. Not even close, my friend. I was down a pawn in a rook endgame. What do you mean I was losing that game? And besides, in the vast majority of that game, I wasn't even a pawn down. Like, the way how we got there was already very, very easily avoidable. So, no. No on almost all accounts. Okay, so what we want to do is to get this up here and then jump onto this diagonal, and that's gonna be terminal. That was actually, this was a good move. Respect for that. The idea is that he has got a very obnoxious check here. And if I take with the queen, then rook check here is very annoying. So I need to lure this pawn here so that the check is no longer there. And then we are more or less done. I'm not sure what I would do if he went here, though. Yeah, I forgot about this move altogether. You what? Wait, what the hell is going on here? Rook f4, rook check, or what? Then king up. Then queen check here, and rook here. Rook check, queen check, rook here. I don't understand. Oh, actually, rook check I can just take. What is going on here? Bro, it's hanging. I fell for the same delusion as he did. Oh man, we both blundered the same. But even after king up, there was nothing there. So I absolutely have no clue what he wanted to do there. Yeah, I don't like playing against this. Because it's boring as batched. Okay, now it's gonna be more fun. Now it's gonna be a lot of fun if he doesn't take. Don't you like playing against these people? Who really understand how to have fun in a game of chess? Oh god. Oh, that was smart. Playing a3 after a5. That's like... I don't even know. Like spooning sugar into your face after you had coffee or tea. But no, because that would still give you some satisfaction. No, it's putting your leg... Ah, no, I'm out of analogies. Yeah, it's taking the medicine after you got cured. That would be a good analogy there. This rating is not high at all. Unfortunately, I am struggling quite a bit to get to where I want to do, where I want to be. My proper rating on my main account is 200 ratings more than this. And yeah, I'm not playing this game particularly well either. Oh, then b3, shit, and d4. I wouldn't mind making this work. d4 take, but rook takes defense this pawn. It's very annoying. Oh, for fuck's sakes, I just blundered this. Ah! Alright, here we go. Pawn down endgame again. Is it gonna go b3? Yeah, I thought it would. Not sure what to do. It's gonna start trading. Maybe we go here. So what you want to do, provided you're playing for a draw in these types of positions, which is what you should be doing really, is to try to set up various pawn trade possibilities. Because the more pawns come off the board, the more likely the game is going to be a draw. And so in that spirit, we take this and we go here. Now g5, f5 is definitely not what we want. I miss the fact that this is a bit vulnerable here. So we pull back. And at this point, the best you can do is sit tight and wait for your opponent to show that they have a plan to beat you. That's about it. And just pester them with whatever you can. Like moves like this. Yeah, fair enough. Now I want to park my king on f6. But for that I need to cover this check. Yep. Wow, I just walked into the... Okay, and that's how you lose this game. Because now I can't do nothing against this. Okay, we need to refresh. No, I'm pissed off now that my rating is so low. I'm not going to change the time format until I score decently enough in Blitz. Joel, you are very, very annoying, mate. I have to give that to you. I don't know if you are trying that... What the frick is it doing? On purpose, or... You just... Yeah, I don't know what your story is, bruv, but you are scoring really well in the annoying department. Enough is enough. I don't think that it's possible to like it is extremely difficult to lose games, especially games that you shouldn't lose, and remain incredibly calm and gracious and jovial about it. I find it to be a very, very, very tough scenario. The only person who I think does it really well, or sells it that they do it well... Did I just fuck this one up too? Yep, I did. Is Eric Rosen. Sometimes he manages to appear to be incredibly calm, even after defeat. And I just talked myself into this again. Well, we're going to risk it for the biscuit. The tilt is absolutely insane right now. The tilt is absolutely insane right now. Let's see what Joel says about that. Nothing. I'm surprised. Okay, let's go, baby. Woo! Don't I have knight c6 now? Or knight f5, actually. Or bishop f4. Let's go bishop f4 first. Yeah, you tried your best. And you tried to sell me that as not your next brilliant attempt at Roasting the crap out of me. I'm beginning to like this guy. You tried your best. Oh, man. Okay, so how do we do this? You tried your best. Fucking hell. Okay, I feel like we need to go in. And I was hoping to play this move here. I hope it does something. And now rook d7 maybe? Bit sketchy. Yeah, this needs to be the way to go, right? So now check. And then check and take. Yeah, that looks good, no? I'm so reluctant to call it a day anymore, as in to call it a win. Because if I hadn't lost 55,000 games back to back, I would be now like, yep, that's done, dusted, see ya. But because if I have been playing absolute dog poo, I'm a bit reluctant to make it a call until the score is right next to my name. Mind you, overall, I quite like this attack. Okay, so if I go queen here, how do you stop this and this? Oh, you tell me, bruv. Okay, so check, king here, check, king here. Not, okay, if this is not made, I don't want to play chess anymore. Check. Check. Check, king up, queen mate. Actually, rook mate is nicer. Alright. 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 Now we are onto something, ladies. Now we are onto something, it appears. Do you want me to do something stupid? Yeah, let's go stupid. Let's go stupid. Whoa. Knight g5? That's a fun. This is looking like a fun position. Knight e5 is the move that I completely missed. Knight h7, king takes, pawn check, king g8, queen h5. Hold on. Knight h7. But in knight e5 is the move after knight h7 too. He take, king back, queen h5 take. I don't think that's winning anyway, so let's go d4 first. And then now we have got some dirties threatened. No, it's not Joe, it's Joel. Oh, Joel, that was piss poor, mate. You did have some goodies. And besides, your last comment was during that game, so you really need to shape up, buddy. That was appallingly lame. Okay, surely we have this now, right? Take, take, check, back, king h, queen h5, fg, queen h7, king here. Actually, it might not work. Bishop h6, rook g8, I don't see it. Far up. Okay, I mean, come on. Like, I don't care if I lose it or not. If we don't play this, we are not worthy. We're not worthy of the cause if we don't play like this. But queen h5 here, I might not be best. I don't know. Take, check, king here. Knight is such a beast of a defender, man. I feel like I need to take this and then come here. And then something will happen. More than likely what's going to happen is that it turns out that we have jack all here. Like after queen c7, I think I'm just dead. 90. Wait, what? Don't we have check, check now? Oh, the knight can go back still. But this is definitely weird. I think queen c7 was just over. Okay, so if I go bishop check, then knight e7. Fudge. Alright, let's go here, I suppose, then. Oh. That is rough. I did not even think about this move. That is rough. That was not nice by our opponent at all. Take, check. Does that do anything? King e8. How much of a high T move would it be if I castled, guys? Oh, very high T, right? Oh, sheesh. Well, it looked like a good idea, but it quickly turned into a crap one. Yeah, we don't really have it, folks. We don't really have it, but we are trying. Give me some credit for the trying, right? Oh yeah, that was very neat. Very neat. Okay, I'm very curious if this was total horse or I actually had an attack here. I'm going to go with it was total boo. No, apparently I'm winning here. But that move is garbage. Wait, I just could have taken this. Why am I playing chess if I don't do this? Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. Time to ask Joel to give me some lessons, man. This was a shocker. Total shocker. Ay, 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 ay. This is not good. You know what? I don't want to open that up any more than that. So go away and let's go. Thank you, Tindy. Appreciate you, buddy, as always. Thank you, thank you. You the man. You the man. I'm really badly struggling with activating this guy, so this trade is actually very welcome as far as I'm concerned. I think it was really, really bad by the opponent to do that, but once again, I'm reluctant to critique the guy because, well, you have seen what I've been doing. Okay, take. It's looking a bit feisty. This was probably moronic, because that's a good square for my knight. Bishop a3 is the move that we are expecting. Let's go here. Oh my god, I just walked into this. No, bishop c4 is good, hanging this. Now we expect c6. No. Okay, that was a surprise. I don't understand that move. Okay, let's take that. Let's go here. Here and here, yeah. Are we doing this? Or are we doing this? We are not doing this yet. Wow, that's a sexy move. I like it. What? What is the bossman doing? Hello? Oh, he's losing on time. I see. That's what he's doing. Bossman is losing on time. As well as on the board. Ain't that tragic? Okay, if I go here, he has got some stalemate tricks. That is very cute. That is very cute. Not happening. Did he miss rook d6? No, because his queen was hanging. His queen was hanging. boy. Did I screw this up already? Yes, we did. No. It's actually 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I definitely should not go to bed. I haven't been awake yet. That's the problem. That's good. Okay. I dig this. Thank you for the sub, brother. Do we go here? I don't know, man. This is hard, but I feel like we have to. Hex, I might have. No, because then EF7 wins my queen in the end, right? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Knight e5. Don't I have knight f4? Checking here. That was unfortunate. GG's. All right, ladies. I'm going to call it. I'm playing absolute dog poo today. Okay, I want to see this actually. Did I blunder there? I don't think I did. Yeah, so it's cute actually, but after take bishop b5, I lose the queen. So, no, I didn't blunder, surprisingly. I thought I did too when you asked it, but no, it turns out I didn't. Yeah, c5 was an absolute garbage move of an altogether different level. I thought e6 was correct here, but the engine seems to disapprove. Here I liked my position, actually. I thought that he didn't have enough to justify the structural damage. And knight e2 I think is also wonky because it puts the knight on the wrong circuit. You can't go after this now, right? So you really want to have the knight on f3 to be able to go after e6. But c3 is hanging. Now the good question is, could he have played this? And probably the answer is no, but I guess this would have been interesting. I don't know. I'm probably talking out of my backside. Yeah, the end was neat. I like the end. So I'm playing all engine approved moves here by the looks of things. And yeah, this endgame looks very bad for white because my rooks are off the charts. Although this was sub. Oh no, this is fine. Yeah, he played his 95 very fast. It actually caught me off guard a bit. But objectively, this is really bad because the rook, yeah, is just killing these two. And yeah, for a second I thought too that he check, check, and then check. I forgot that this was on. So this is over now because you have back rank mate and 2 knights hanging. Yeah, very unfortunate. Alright, ladies, I'm gonna call it because today was not exactly my prettiest form in chess. So yeah. But the lecture part was really fun, I hope. So stay tuned for more YouTube content, ladies and gents. And with that, I'm gonna call it a night and a day and a morning, depending on where you are. Wasn't this guy streaming? What's his face? Zachary. No, he's not streaming. Okay, I wanted to raid him, but we can't do that then. Is Eric raiding? Rather, no, he's on the other website apparently. Is there anyone streaming these days? Oh, Arutinyan is streaming. Okay. Alright, I will raid you off there, guys. Take care. Love you all. I will see you later. Alligator. Be good.